thought they all lived in Toronto. I guess I was wrong. So I'm walking across Canada to try and save lives. There's a lot of very sick people right now that need our help, and they're going to die unless they get the same contribution that I got. So we're going to try and see what we can do for everybody, and that's why it's very important today that we're going to leave you with this very important message, you know, about saving lives, about giving. Whenever you can help a fellow person, you should try and do that, because that's the best thing you can do while you're alive. So can you remember that? Yeah. Okay, good. Now, today is day 229. I've been on the road for 229 days. I'm pretty tired, but I still got a long ways to go. Now, I'm not doing this alone. I got a lot of help, and I want to introduce my road crew to you, okay? Okay, where is Travis?
He's on the phone.
Okay. The guy doing the camera, by the way, wave to the camera. Okay, that's Brandon, and he's from Fort Frances. He just recently graduated from Fort Frances High. You know where Fort Frances is?
No.
That's pretty far too. Beside him is Miranda, and she's also a graduate from Fort Frances High. And we have a visitor today from Fort Frances, Dino Morelli. He's also Italian. And my other road manager is busy making phone calls right now. His name is Travis. So they're my road crew, and they help to do a lot of things while I'm walking. They make sure that I don't get hit by any big trucks or anything. They also do a lot of phone calls ahead so that we can have things prepared in the next city or town that we go to. They also have to keep track of all the expenses, because there's a lot of expenses when you do this kind of thing. And they're also helping to try and raise funds, and also to keep me in a good mood, right?
Yeah.
Keep me happy. So it's a really exciting trip, and it's a really with lots of hard work. So the message I want to give everybody today is to remember to always think about the other person, because that'll be very, very healthy for you to do that. And also to follow your dreams. You shouldn't put any barriers on your dreams. Does anybody know what they want to become when they grow up?
No. Yeah.
Who said yeah? What do you want to become?
Doctor.
A doctor? Okay, then you know what? You got to follow your heart, and no matter what, you try and become a doctor. Okay, no matter, even if people say you can't become a doctor, you tell them that, yeah, I'm going to become a doctor, okay? What's your name?
Marco.
Marco? Okay, Dr. Marco. Okay, I want to thank Mario and Anna, sorry.
I understand.
I want to thank them for having me here, and I want to thank everybody here for being so attentive and listening to me. And
I would like maybe the kids, if they have questions.
Yeah,
I'm sure some of you might be curious. They might want to know what's involved or what's happening. So please, make it interactive.
Yep.
So where did you start from, and where did you plan on ending? Is this the across Canada? Or?
Yeah, we started in Toronto on June 20th, and I have to go through about 500 cities and towns run across Canada. So we're headed towards Victoria. We should reach there July 27th, and then we're arranging with the military to hitch a ride with them, and we're going to try and get 2 stopovers, one in Rome to get an audience with the Pope, and then one in London to get an audience with the Queen. And then we're going to get dropped off at St. John's, Newfoundland, and from St. John's, Newfoundland, we're going to finish walking through the Maritimes, through Quebec, and then back to Toronto, January 16th, 2002. So almost another year of walking still. That was a good question. Yep.
How much funds have you raised so far?
Well, we're barely staying alive with funds. See, most treks like this are have a big budget, and we don't have any budget really. They're usually sponsored by big corporations, and we weren't sponsored by any big corporations. So we're able to keep this thing going because of contributions that we get when we enter each town or city. So the contributions that were made by the Italian community is keeping this walk alive right now. Any other questions? You can ask any questions, don't be shy.
I have one.
Yep.
What do people have to do to become organ donors? Right now, they're going to face a driver's license that people can put in and say, but is there any other way how they can approach that issue?
Yeah, I actually left some donor cards with Mario that could be filled. And the idea is for an adult, 18 years and over, to keep the signed donor card on their person, whether it's a wallet or a purse, and to keep it there with the rest of the identification. In the matter of anybody 18 years or under 18 years, we just urge children and teenagers to discuss it with their families, and talk about it, about this. It's just such a wonderful thing that a person can do, to think about signing their donor cards so that their organs may be available to save people's lives. It's just an incredible thing. It's an incredible, unselfish decision that everybody can make.
I think Marco has a question.
Marco?
Dr.
Dr. Marco.
How many people have you met famous for right now?
Well, a lot of people. When we started, I should have brought the torch here. I forgot. When we started the walk, we had Ty Domi from Toronto Maple Leafs. We had. Pardon me? Oh, are they? Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite player?
I'm not sure. I just like all of them.
Yeah. Well, we had Ty Domi there. We also had half the Toronto Argonauts. We had Shannon Stewart from Toronto Blue Jays. We had about 15 people from the Olympics. And we're in the process of trying to get some popular bands together. Tragically Hip, Sarah McLachlan. And so we're going to probably run into a lot more people along the way.
Have you ever played soccer?
Sorry?
Have you ever played soccer?
Yeah.
Let's ask you.
That's one of my favorite sports. About 25 kilometers, but what we do is I walk the 25 kilometers to each town. So there's 500 cities and towns, so by the time I finish this, I will have walked over 12,000 kilometers.
Can you tell us a little bit about your story?
About my story?
Your story.
Okay, well, I'm a fitness promoter, first of all. I was just going through a regular day, and I went to a regular medical checkup, bi-yearly medical checkup. In '92, I found out that there was something terribly wrong in my blood, and I had to go check it further with a specialist. Then I was diagnosed with terminal liver disease.